I love it when we have to bring out more chairs. This is awesome. Welcome, everybody, to our March board meeting. We are excited to have you all. Before we get started, we're going to have our invocation and then the pledge by the Appalachia JROTC. So if you'll stand with me, Ms. Bramlett will say our prayer.
Lord, we thank you so much for the opportunity to be here tonight, Lord, to serve you, Father, because we know that serving you means serving your people. Father, we ask you, Jesus, that tonight you'll be here with us, Father, and that you'll help us, Father, to serve in truth, Father, and in spirit that pleases you. Lord, above all else, God, we ask for a special blessing for every family that is represented here tonight. Father, for every family that's represented within our district, Lord, in our community, every child, every parent, every staff member, Lord, will you bless them in peace, Lord, in prosperity, God, in safety and in health. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. Amen.
Mark time, march. Turn to the right, march. Detail, halt. Post colors.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
Mark time, march. Left turn, march. Forward, march. Mark time, march. Detail, halt. Left face.
My name is Private First Class Sylvia Washington.
My name is Cadet Captain Daniel Carlson.
Cadet Private First Class Mark Lee.
Mark time, march. Turn to the right, march.
Wonderful job, cadets. Thank you so much. Let me see. Thank you, guys. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, at this time, we're going to need approval of the minutes for the February 7th, 2023 regular board meeting, the February 9th, 2023 called board meeting, and the February 28th, 2023 work session and called board meeting. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? All right, unanimous, motion passes. And then at this time, can I get an approval for tonight's agenda?
So moved. Second.
All in favor? All right, motion passes. At this time, we're going to go into our committee reports. This month, Ms. Bramlett and Mr. Kane had our clean and safe schools. So you guys will report out.
Well, first off, I gotta say that every time I do one of these clean, safe school visits, the clean school visit, I'm blown away by our staff, the people that keep these schools clean. I mean, that's a lot of people moving in and out of these places. We visited Holsombeck, Bear Creek, and Bassa. Again, it's hard to pick one from a cleanliness standpoint, but we do like to pick one school that kind of surprised us a little bit, went above and beyond. And for this month, that'd be Holsombeck. So very good job. Thank you.
All right, congratulations, Holsombeck. And now at this time, we're going to go into the superintendent's recognitions.
We are, and just really quick before we get started, a quick advertisement. Hopefully you all know we are in early voting for our East Floss for Education. And that is a continuation of the 1 penny sales tax that does so much for the boys and girls of Barrow County. A lot of things outside of salaries, which for Barrow County, our salaries are about 87% of our overall budget, general budget. So that 13% goes a long way that's left over, but without that SPLOST coming in the way it comes in, there are a lot of things we wouldn't be able to do. Renovations for safety for the buildings. Some of the buildings themselves that go on, some of the extracurricular pieces, technology that goes along with it, moving towards 1-to-1, hopefully in the near future with technology for all students, these types of things. So if you, I can't tell you, and no one up here can tell you which way to vote, but voting is a very important thing, no matter what side you're on in this country. So that is going on now. I did it the other day, took all of about a minute to walk in and walk out, which was a good thing for me, but a little disheartening that there weren't more people in there waiting in line. But so that's going on until the Friday before March 21st, and then March 21st is the actual day of the vote. So shameless plug for that. And now at this time, we're going to celebrate some of our great staff members, and we're going to start with custodial recognitions. Mr. Burnham, I'll meet you down at the podium.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight, we're going to recognize several of our day porters. I'm not sure that all of them are here tonight, but we're going to recognize them just the same. And for day porters, if you've ever been in a school around lunchtime, there's a lot of activity, a lot going on. And these folks are right in the middle of that, helping to keep things clean. Then you'll notice they get a call on the radio to come clean up a spill down here. And then a child got sick over here. And, I don't know how they keep it all together, but they do. And these are just, I think you talk to any principal and they will tell you that a good day porter is just like gold to have in your building, because they can take care of so many things. So first off, from BASA, we would like to recognize Linda Munoz. And again, I'm not sure that Linda's here. So we'll get that for principal. Okay. Ms. Shara Young from Winder Elementary School. I'm going to give this first. Yeah, thank you. Okay, Maria Tovar, Bramlett Elementary School. Come on up, Maria. Come on. Thanks, Frank. Okay, and from Heyman Morris Middle School, Mr. Louis Molina. And again, we appreciate these folks and everything they do. They do it with a smile on their face. And you just help our schools to run so smoothly and efficiently. And we thank you so much. So one more round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you all so much for all you do. At this time, we've got some very special presentations. Another group that we just could not get by without, and that is our district partners in ed. And Miss Ellen Peachtree will do the honors of introducing you all to them.
Good evening, everyone. The Partners in Education program, or the PI program, is a voluntary and collaborative partnership between a business, an organization, and our school system. The program began 32 years ago in 1991 as Aikens Ford and a few other local businesses joined the Barrow County school system to develop partnerships that would link the community and the school system. This Partner in Education program continues to bring businesses and organizations and schools together for a common goal of giving children a well-rounded education. Tonight, we celebrate our district partners in education for this school year. I'm only going to highlight a few things they do with our schools because the actual list is much, much longer. These organizations have participated in our 4-star program where they supported student achievement, teacher and staff appreciation, and invested in our community with their involvement in our schools and activities and programs. As I call the name of each business partner, I'd invite anyone with that organization to come forward so Dr. McMichael can say a special thank you and present you with something. I'd like to start with Akins Ford. Allison Best and Molly Morris are here. They sponsor, are currently sponsoring our breakfast for all of our teachers and staff across the district. They sponsor our FFA programs and the F-250 trucks that they use. And they're a longtime partner in our work-based learning program. And those are just a few. Thank you, Akins. Bank OZK, I'd like to recognize, I think Caitlin Holt, Millie Argetta, Cindy Gilbert, and Christy Collins are here. Bank OZK works with individual schools to figure out what their specific needs are, and they jump in and help. They provide mini wallet diplomas for all our seniors every year, and they also provide countless volunteer hours for many school activities. Thank you. Our next district partner is Bethlehem Church. I think Mary Michael Hahn is here to represent them. Yay, Mary Michael. This year and every year, they partner with Vera Family Connection to host the Back to School Bash. This year, they provided over 1,000 book bags that were filled with supplies. They also enjoy appreciating our teachers and staff with the Welcome Back lunch in the fall, and now they're doing Java Joy at all our schools for the spring. Additionally, they have volunteered for so many different things in our schools. It's too much to name. So thank you so much, Bethlehem Church. I don't know if Chick-fil-A is here tonight or not. Okay, I still want to recognize them. They are a leader and sponsor of our successful Appalachia Leader Academy with Miss Jennifer Martin. They provide digital offers, coupons for student achievement awards, as well as staff and teacher appreciation. And they partner with our work-based learning program. So yay, Chick-fil-A. Our next district partner is our newest district partner. It's Chico's FAS. Kurt Murphy is here, along with Kayla Shoemate, Kevin Miller, and Kip Ingram to represent them. Please come forward. They are our host site for Project Search, which has been a tremendous success. And they brag on our students and have hired several of those students. They also host our certified educators in their community store. And, you know, it's wonderful to wear Chico's clothing. They're also a very strong partner in the United Way program here in Bexar County. Thank you, Chico's. Our next district partner is Will Bearden with Modern Woodman Fraternal Financial, if I can say all that. He partners with all of our schools in financial literacy education across the district. He sponsors teacher and staff appreciation lunches, and he works very closely with the PI coordinators on very specific projects. And Will is one of our newest members as well. Thank you. Now we'd like to recognize the Piedmont Regional Library System. Beth McIntyre, the executive director, is here. I'd also, in partnership together, like to recognize the Winder Library. Julia Simpson and Beth Ratliff are here from Winder. We recognized, you can see on the screen, the Auburn Library and the Statham Library earlier because they couldn't be here. The Piedmont Library piloted the Play card with us. Play represents Pines Library Access for Youth, which allows our Bexar County School System youth to use their student ID number to check out library materials. And so we were the first one that they piloted. So that's pretty impressive. Also, they are a key partner and co-founder in our early literacy program, the Barrow Literacy Partnership, which began in 2016. And we are doing a whole lot in birth to age 5 to promote literacy together. They're also involved in lots of school activities through the year, and we love them because of their summer reading program for all ages. So thank you. Our next district partner is Zaxby's. Todd Faulkner and Sydney Faulkner are here to represent them. This year, they provided over $8,600 in 18 teacher grants for classrooms. We did that earlier this fall, which was really great. They also provide incentive programs specifically in literacy for our elementary schools in the Wordy Bird program and for our middle schools in the Zaxby's Math Magicians program. They also partner with our high schools in PBIS to support positive behavior. And they've been a platinum sponsor in the BASA Cultural Connection Series. And if you don't have your ticket yet, we still have tickets available for the April and May productions there. So thank you so much, Zaxby's. I just want to name the rest of the folks up on the screen. Earlier, I presented Brandon Ashley's plaque. He's the top left corner. Jackson EMC provided grants to teachers totaling $13,600 this year with their Bright Ideas program. And they also assist in multiple staff retention programs so we can hire the best and the brightest for Bear County schools. The next picture is with WJBB Radio. That's Blake McCarron and Christopher Rude. They are our partners in communication, and they also MC special events for us through the year. Oops. The next picture is Ted Pender with Bear County Farm Bureau. They promote agricultural education, lots of hands-on classroom visits, and donate books and seeds for our school gardens, as well as sponsoring our middle and high school FFA programs and the school gardens. And the next one is Northeast Georgia Medical Center Barrow. They sponsor our annual Tar Wars program, which is a tobacco-free education program for all 4th and 5th grade students in the district. And they provide all of our disposable supplies for all of our nurses' clinics, which is pretty amazing. You saw the next two are the Auburn Library Manager, Belle Outwater, the Statham Library Manager, Susie Dukes, and the last picture is one with Angela Hahn and I. Angela helped launch Youth Leadership Barrow with the Bear County Chamber of Commerce, and they've just completed they are completing the 2nd year in that. And she is also a huge sponsor of the Barrow County Robotics Program, and we have many of those folks here tonight. And our makerspace at the Center for Innovative Teaching. Thank you so much to all of our district partners. We appreciate all that you do, and I wish we could do more and say more. Last round of applause for everybody. I get to work with a whole group of people. They're the partner and education coordinators at each one of our schools. Each of these individuals are instrumental in building these win-win partnerships. And I want to take a moment to recognize each one of them. Mindy Keywert from Bramlett Elementary is in her 1st year coordinating the PI program. Is Mindy here? Okay. Wendy Kreisel from Westside Middle School. Come on up, Wendy. She's in her 1st year coordinating the PI program at Westside Middle School, and she's doing an amazing job. Round of applause for Wendy. I'd like to recognize LD DeCatch and Jenny Morgan from Winder Elementary. They are co-coordinators, and they are doing a dynamite job in their 1st year with the program. Joshua Presley from Holstenbeck Elementary School. Joshua is in his 2nd year coordinating the PI program, and he's an incredible music educator as well. Carla Satterfield from Kennedy Elementary School. She's been the PI coordinator for the past 2 years and is doing a dynamic job. Krista Manak from Bear Creek Middle School. She's in her 3rd year coordinating the partner program, and she is doing a fabulous job. Savannah Goins from Bethlehem Elementary School. Savannah's in her 4th year. Yay, Savannah. Lee Wells from Statham Elementary School. She is also in her 4th year and she does a dynamic job. Is Katie Johnson here? I didn't see Katie before the meeting. Katie is the PI coordinator at County Line Elementary School, and she's been doing that for 5 years. Deborah McCauley from Appalachia High School. She's been the PI coordinator for the past 7 years, and she's one of our veterans. She's amazing. Dina McElhannon from Wandabara High School. Dina's been the PI coordinator at Wandabara for the past 3 years, but all total has served as a PI coordinator for 8 years because she served at County Line Elementary and at Wander Elementary School. So you guys been. And Stacy Dupre from Heyman Morris Middle School. She has been an anchor of the PI program for the past 24 years. Stacy served as the PI coordinator at Heyman Morris since 2005, and before that, she was at Westside Middle from 1999 to 2004. She and Frances Saunders, those of you may remember Frances, were both mentors to me when I started in the PI program at County Line, and I bounce ideas off of Stacy all the time, and she is just incredible, and she gives me ideas, and all of these ladies are just incredible. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for Ellen, and thank you all so much. The Partners in Ed program here in Barrow County is one of the top easily in the state. I would go as far as to say probably in the nation, and it all comes down to community. And a lot of times faculty meetings and these type of things, we talk about how teachers and folks that work in the school systems are builders of community. And that happens through you all, through the coordinators and the actual folks out in business that are give their time and effort and focus to our children and everything we do in the schools to make things just keep getting better and better and better here in Barrow. So thank you all again so much. We definitely could not do it without you. Do you want to do the photos now, or do you want to let everyone watch the robotics team? That's what I was thinking too. Is that all right with y'all? We'll see what we've got some introduced to you right now. Mr. Lee Bain. Lee is kind of one of our staff members that wears many, many hats, and he has got a fantastic team to introduce you to tonight.
Thank you, Gabe. Thank you, Dr. McMichael. Thank you, board, tonight for giving us the time to come and share a little update on our program for this year. The Barrow Robotics Program is now in its 10th year of existence through a very healthy partnership between the Barrow County School System and the Barrow County 4-H Youth Development Office, which is part of the University of Georgia's Cooperative Extension. Each of you should have received a copy of this year's student developed business plan for your review. And since this program is intentionally both for students and by students, I will be yielding the rest of our time to several of our student leaders.
Good evening. My name is Logan Bain, and this is my 8th year as a member of the Barrow Robotics program. I serve as head of the building and logistics team on the varsity RoboClovers team 18597. This year, Barrow Robotics fielded 5 competitive robotics teams involving 47 students and 5 adult mentors, 3 middle school teams, and 2 high school teams. These teams are featured on pages 6 through 11 of the business plan. And I would like to introduce those 5 teams to you at this time. So please stand when your team name is called. FLL Team 3085, the RoboClover Archers from the Arts and Innovation Magnet Program. FLL Team 48816, the RoboClovers Bulldogs from Bear Creek and Russell Middle School. FLL Team 56542, the Cloverbot Wildcats from Heyman Morris and Westside Middle School. FTC Team 21721, the JV RoboClovers from Barrow Arts and Sciences Academy. And FTC Team 18597, the varsity RoboClovers from Barrow Arts and Sciences Academy and Winder Barrow High School. Thank you. And now I'd like to pass it on to Caitlin, our varsity head of business and communication.
Thank you, Logan. As Logan said, my name is Caitlin, and I'm head of Team 18597's Business Communications. I will be sharing a little bit about this year's season and the accomplishments. Every year, the First Robotics selects a new theme for students to research and new games for them to compete. This year, the theme was called Energize and was focused on how energy is produced, stored, distributed, and consumed. Our first LEGO League game was called Superpowered, and our first tech challenge game was called Power Play. For a competition, FLL teams had to present their innovative energy projects and robot design to a panel of judges and pilot their robots to autonomously solve a variety of missions on a 4x8 game field. This year, our FLL teams received the following honors at the Northeast Georgia Regional Tournament. Team 3085 won the Innovation Project Award. Team 48816 won the Robot Design Award. And Team 56542 won the Robot Design Award. All 3 FLL teams earned enough points to advance to the Trickham Middle School Super Regional Tournament. FTC teams present an engineering portfolio in front to a panel of judges and compete in a series of league meets and tournaments on a 12x12 competition field. This year, our FTC teams received the following honors at the Northeast Georgia League Tournament. The team 21721 was awarded the Connect Award and advanced to the FTC State Tournament. Team 18597 finished the regular season in 2nd place in robot performance and was Think Award first runner-up. We are very proud of what all teams have accomplished this year and are very optimistic about next season. Now I'd like to pass it on to Maddie, the team captain of Team 21721.
Thank you, Caitlin, and thank you, board members. I would like to bring your attention to page 13 of the business plan, where you can find our SWOT analysis and next steps. This is where we collectively look at our program strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, and then make our plans based off of our findings. For the immediate future, our next steps include conducting a robotics summer camp for upcoming middle schoolers this summer, establishing new connections with our local STEM professionals, developing a new recruitment and application process, increasing our number of adult mentors and coaches, executing a program awareness campaign, establishing, and last but not least, establishing a robotics work-based learning opportunity for high school team members. Now I'm going to pass it on to Sam, our last presenter for this evening.
Thank you, Maddie. My name is Sam and I'm the head of programming and strategy for the Varsity RoboClovers team. Remembering the request we made y'all made for last year's presentation, we will close tonight with a short robot demonstration. What we have here is a small selection of the competition field without its barrier walls. This year, 4 robots on the field competed to pick up and place the cones on 16 spring-loaded poles on different heights and 9 ground junctions. Each round lasts 2 minutes and 30 seconds with no human input allowed during the first 30 seconds of the match. We would like to demonstrate our program for those first 30 seconds, referred to as the autonomous period. As an extra challenge, each match is randomized so that there's a different parking area of the field. And each robot can successfully park, excuse me. If each robot can successfully park in the designated area without any human input, they are awarded bonus points. To accomplish this, your robot must be trained through an artificial intelligence program to read the field and determine from what it sees to park in the right place. Parking area 1 is on the left, parking area 2 is in the middle, and parking area 3 is on the right. Our robot is set up, and we would like to invite Dr. McMichael to press the start button to begin the program once that's ready.
If you guys want to come up closer, that's fine too. Seriously.
Don't press the wrong button, Dr. McMichael.
Yes. Now, first, we need to ask a board member to pick a number between 1 and 3 to randomize the field.
2.
All right, 2. So as you can see, there are 3 different faces on that cone that represent 3 different objects. One is a bolt, one is a couple of bulbs, and the third one is the solar panels. The robot will look at the cone and determine where to park. If it's 2, it should go just straight into the middle, determined by its webcam. All right, everyone ready? All right, let's count it down and see what happens. 3, 2, 1. Eager. And it parked in the middle.
Good evening. I'm Josie Bonilla, and I'm in 8th grade at Heyman Morris Middle School. This is my first year in FLL, and I'm super grateful that I got to do this. Thank you all so much for this time tonight to share our program, our successes, and our excitement for this unique STEM and youth leadership opportunity with you. We are happy to take any questions that you may have.
I have a question. How much time do you guys spend practicing on this?
So usually we do Mondays and Wednesdays from 4 to 6 o'clock, but sometimes we stay later. And then when we get close to league meets, we go Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Okay. What do you think about the program?
It's great.
Does everybody agree? Y'all having fun with this?
Yes, of course, every day.
I mean, this is my first year and I started robotics in 2020, which means that, it was the pandemic. And for me, this has been an amazing opportunity that Barrow has given me, and I like it.
So how many times have you all been to different meets? And I know you spend a lot of weekend time.
5 weeks.
5 meets, and those are pretty much all day Saturdays, or is that how they work?
Okay. So we have about 5 league meets throughout the season and 1 league tournament. And if you do well at the league tournament, you advance to state. But we also put on the FLO regional tournament for 24 teams around, and the FTC team members are judges, referees, and volunteers around the tournament to just help out and run it.
Hey, don't be nervous because none of us can do that.
That is correct.
I would like to share that a very important member of our team, our colleague with Barrow 4-H, Tiffany Coles, is not here tonight. Her husband is having a complication and is in the hospital tonight. And if you know anything about Miss Tiffany, if there was any way possible for her to be here with these kids, she would be here. So if you would just keep her husband in your thoughts and prayers, because it's painful for her not to be here and to miss this. And I
Definitely
would be remiss to not share that. Yeah. Oh, is she? Hey, stand up. Barrow 4-H is represented by Entry Green. Entry Clover Green. Thank you, Wanda.
And Ms. Brown, I'm always amazed how much volunteer time the adults put in with this also, but not the staff members, 4-H, parents. It's just a lot of support that goes into this thing.
It's huge. When we go to events and we host events and other schools come to us, they're blown away by how much support we have, and we thank you. If you are a parent, a volunteer, a 4-H member, any way involved in the Barrow Robotics program, please stand up so we can see who all's here tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All righty. Congratulations, guys.
Thank y'all so much. We appreciate everything you do to represent Barrow, and you do it well, and thanks for bringing this and setting it up for us. It's really.
Thanks for pressing the
cool.
button.
And I didn't get the count right, but I did get the button right, so.
Got one job. All right. Go ahead and grab your robot. All righty, we'll go out and take some photos here in a little bit. We got one more matter to take care of. We've got one request to appear before the board. So we'll go ahead and ask Miss Joanne Brewer to come up.
Good evening, everyone. I'm here to comment on the UGA study that was recently done concerning our school taxes. I'm going to move that just slightly. After listening to the report given by the UGA, I have some questions as to why they didn't address the raising of our home value appraisals that are factored into school taxes as one of the scenarios. Back in May of 2022, I addressed the board about the fact that the school board passed a policy way back that involves the appraisal of your home to be factored into school tax purposes if it appraises for more than $200,000. When you factor in the rising cost of inflation in our area, this affects a lot of seniors in our area right now. We had previously requested that the amount be raised to stay current with what homes cost in our area now, not what they did over 10 years ago. The study claimed that the county would lose too much tax revenue if any of the scenarios were chosen as they presented. Also, the report stated that it showed our area in the future to have more seniors and how that would impact the loss of revenue for school taxes. If I got it right. I mean, I've seen it online, so that's what I got from it. I find that hard to believe with all the new housing still going up in our area. Older people are not the ones moving in these newer neighborhoods being built everywhere. It is younger families. I'm asking that you would consider another scenario where the appraisal of the homes over 200,000 is raised for seniors to reflect current prices in our market, since most of the homes are well over 200,000 amount due to inflation. So that affects a lot of seniors, and that the way that it is creating a tax burden on those who are on fixed incomes. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All righty, thank you so much, Ms. Brewer, for coming and speaking with us. We are, as a board, going to have a called board meeting here within the following month to go over senior tax exempt options. And we'll definitely bring that idea up as we're looking into it. So thank you so much for coming tonight. All righty,
I think so.
all right, at this time, we're going to take a 5-minute break so everyone can get some good photo shots out in the lobby, and then we'll come back and continue the meeting.
Ms. Roundtree in the back will,
5 coordinators, please.
You did great. I've never had one before. It's great. Do you still want to? It's on my list. I do that. How many things? Thank you. The best.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank My problem is I hate food. Whatever. It has cheesecake in the name. I'm in. Thank you. Totally worth it. Something's not working. Something's not working. Right. Well, already, she's up here making me feel better. She's like, "This is like the light side. This nigga's mean." She's up here making me feel better about my bad choices. This is- You think you're wonderful. She thinks you make bad choices. She comes in every time with something that I shouldn't.
It turns out.
Come here.
They're not a bit.
You've been trying.
And she said, she's the.
You're done.
It's really amazing what they've been able to do. It's impressive. It's impressive.
Just so you know, I have a friend of mine. Well, this show did. These kids y'all are better than- and look at that. Maybe. It got out.
They all have snow.
About recently.
We all have.
2 years ago. Investigated.
So we have work. And that's what we kind of like fight it out. And then we're. So he didn't know when he was. Way close. When I was younger, I liked those were like, if you have leaders, you're close. I didn't think. Things are about my dad. More about my dad.
105.
Already got this.
Yeah, I'm. We're getting ready to start.
All right, so this time we'll jump into the superintendent's department reports. Any updates for us, Dr. Green?
No updates.
All righty. Ms. Houston, you can finish the cookie if you need.
You have a cheering section? You have a cheering section outside.
Yes.
Cheerleaders.
All right. What are we gonna do first? We're gonna do our East Blast first. So every month I'll come up here and I will tell y'all about East Blast. It kind of gives us a pulse on how our economy's doing here in Barrow County. We received $1,544,262. That was up 8.5% from the previous year, same time, and 27% from 2021. And you can see all the way back to 2018. And the chart's a really good representation of what it looks like compared to the previous years.
Jennifer, is that lower though than it's been since, I was just looking back here. Looks like that's lower than it's been since, go back up. Keep going, sorry.
We always start off great because it's January is really December. And then
Since March of last year.
we have a dip about that time, about this time coming off of Christmas. Everybody is trying to save a little
So
bit.
that's really February, right? If it's March, it's really February.
It's really February.
Makes sense.
Well, February is really January. Yeah, it's 1 month behind.
Interesting.
But it's nice to see the history there in the graph because you can see how it declines every year and then they slowly goes back up.
Yeah.
It's going up. All right, and so this is our general fund. This is a summary of where we are financially. Our total fund balance at February 28th, 2023 is $83,665,000. That will be depleted throughout the year because that's our property taxes that we received up until January. And now we won't receive as many property taxes, so we'll be on the decline with our fund balance. Our total revenues year to date for February was $125,094,652. Our total expenditures year to date, $103,855,636. Our total revenues for the month of February was 9.8 million, and our total expenditures for the month of February was 12.9 million. We're 67% of the year, and we always like to see our green bar be above our target of our monthly percentage, and our expenditures below, and we are right in line. So that is good to see. The next is just a detailed report of our general fund. If y'all have any questions on that, just let me know. This is our special revenue funds. This is our school food nutrition, our federal funds, our ROTC funds. So for the year to date, we received 14.8 million and we have spent 14.3 million. Next is our capital projects funds. 22.7 million we received in revenue, 29.4 million paid out because we have a lot of projects going on right now. And then our debt service fund, we've received $10.3 million. That's normally just our SPLOST, and then we pay our debt with our SPLOST money, so East SPLOST money. So 11.9 million has been paid out. And that's all I have tonight. If you have any questions, just let me know.
Thank you, ma'am.
Right on track.
All righty, Mr. Bruno.
Nothing that.
Nothing to add. Dr. Button?
No, this is fine.
All righty. Let's see. Ms. Banks? And Dr. Thompson.
Nothing this time.
All right, that was easy. So this time we'll vote on, what are we doing with old business?
Need to talk about a little bit about the naming of the new elementary school and decide what y'all want to name it. I think the leading run was Austin Road. Seems to be the overall favorite. And Smith Mill was second. Is that correct, Julia?
Yes, sir.
And then Marbury Creek was the third. So those are the three top choices that came out of the surveys and the SGT group working together.
Alrighty,
Dr. Michael, can I just clarify that Austin Road was the top choice for the survey and the school?
It
business
was
team?
the top choice all the way through. So we've done some research on where all that came from and
Right, I did get some more information
right,
about
I'm
that.
very satisfied that everything's good there.
Okay.
On all three.
So can we just make a motion for what we want to do it? Okay, I'll make a motion that we name it Austin Road Elementary. Second.
all in
Motion
favor?
and second,
Any discussion?
Any discussion?
Yeah, got my questions answered.
All in favor? All right, unanimous. New elementary school is Austin Road Elementary.
All right, congratulations, Ms. Hodges. Home of the Rockets, all right. Looking forward to it. Atomic rockets are just,
Lasers. Very cool.
can't wait to see the logo for that one. That's gonna be cool.
Austin Road.
Yes,
Of course you have.
we got a spot on one of the walls out here, just waiting for the medallions. If y'all hadn't seen those too, by the way, up and down the wall.
Yeah, they look really good.
Medallions look great. This Roundtree headed that up. Got us some good decorations on those blank walls down there.
I will say it's really gonna mess up the evenness of our.
Yeah, that one we haven't figured out how we're
Figure that
gonna,
out.
where we're gonna start the next row. Yeah, we'll leave that to Michael.
Alrighty, at this time, we'll go into the consent agenda. So we've got our waste disposal and recycle. Bethlehem Elementary Data Cabling RFP. County Line Elementary Data Cabling RFP. Winder Elementary Data Cabling RFP. Network Switch RFP, Elementary School Math Curriculum Adoption. Benchmark Phonics Workshop Student Materials. Frog Street Early Literacy Bags for Pre-K students. FY 2023-2024 salary increases. GNET supplement. And the board policy IHE promotion and retention. What's the pleasure of the board?
I'll make a motion, we accept the consent agenda as presented.
Of a second,
Second.
all in favor? All right, it's unanimous, motion passes. All righty, we don't have any new business. We'll have, can I get a motion for authorization for committees to meet?
Second.
All in favor? All right. And now at this time, we're going to go into executive session to discuss or deliberate upon the appointment, employment, compensation, hiring, disciplinary action or dismissal or periodic evaluation or rating of a public officer or employee, or to interview applicants for the position of superintendent.
Yes.
Yes.
Second.
Yes, yes.
I'm new to this. Okay.
Yes.
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 All righty, guys, we could give us a few minutes.